Really?
Yeah.
Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Narayana Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Namami Tam Guru Paramparam. Sri Dattatreya Samarambham Sri Padavallabhas Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vandetam Guru Paramparam. So today is a very auspicious day when an occasion has been created or opportunity has been given to me, to all of us, to talk about Hanuman of Ramayana, most important character, most important person, and everybody is very much respectful for Hanuman. And so from Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana, what are the important features that are idealistic for every one of us, so that we will be able to derive some lessons, some tactics, some principles, some strategies from the behavior, conversation, action, activity of Anjaneya in Ramayanam as is depicted by Valmiki Maharshi, and later on the same would also hold good. So the Ramayana contains 24,000 slokas written by Valmiki. The Katha Vastu being given by Brahmadeva and Narada. So accordingly, in the mind screen of Valmiki Maharshi, the entire story of Rama came into, and then he tried to depict it. So actually, the question comes up, Kon Vaspin Sampratam Loke, Srutavan Kascha Viryavan, Dharmajnascha Krutagnascha, Satyavakyo Dhurandaraha. Like that, the Ramayana Balakanda begins, that in this contemporary time, who is the wonderful personality, Dharmagna, Krutagna, and so on. So when Narada was put a question like that, by Valmiki Maharshi, then he gave a clue that Rama is there. You can describe the Rama Katha, and that will be full of knowledge, religion, wisdom, and guidance. So there are more than 500 characters in entire Ramayana, but among them we have Rama, Sugriva, and then Hanuman. Well, they're all very important characters. Apart from other major characters, we are not going to concern, because Ramayana is a Sagaram. Rama is a Sagaram. Ramayana is Nadi. And this is having lot of Sarga Kallolas. Therefore, It is not in 1 hour we can cover the entire stretch of the Ramayana, and moreover, every character is well built up. And one important question is, why should we read Ramayana or why should we read Adi Kavya? You say, Kavyam, by reading a Kavya or noting down the sketch, the sketch of the characters of all people, we would be really benefited. Kavyam, SSA, Arthakrute, Vyavahara Vide, Sivedara Kshataye, Sajyaha Paranirutaye, Kanta Sammitadaya Upadesa Yuje is the Kavya Prayojanam. So, anytime any good Kavya is taken up, then it will fetch you SSA, Artha Krute. Artha is earning, Artha is understanding, Artha is wisdom, and also guidance how we can style our life journey. Vyavahara Vide, most important is Vyavahara. That is the Loka Vyavahara, the management of so many affairs, because anybody born has got to manage all through the life in such a manner that he will go to the end, the 100 years. Satamanam bhavatu shatayu purushaha setendriyaha ayushi indriye pratitishthati. Is the goal or is the stipulated span? Therefore, Satamanam is 100 measures. So how we are able to get on these 100 years successfully, and that we can learn from the personalities, from the kavyas and all that. Vyavahara Vide and Sivedara Kshati. Actually, we are all born with some difficulties, with some problems, with some calamities, with some doshas and all that. But we have to overcome all of them. We cannot succumb to all those things. We should be able to get over them. So for that, what is the way out? Who will help us? We have a statement, Mahajano yena gataha sayeva panthaha. See, that is the margam solution, the way how the elderly, experienced, wisdom-ridden people have behaved, and they will be our good mentors and guidance and instructors and gurus. Therefore, here, Artha Vyavahara Vide and Sivetara. Siva is the Shanti, happiness, all that. Itara means something that will disturb the Sivatvam in us, the peace in us, the happiness in us. And also Sajyaha Paranirutaye, not to get moksham, emancipation, birthlessness. So all these purposes have got to be derived. We can get from a kavya. And all of us know that Ramayana is the Adi Kavya. Adi Kavya means first literary composition that has been composed, and Valmiki gets that Adi Kavi, Mukhya Kavi, all the credit. And how this Ramayana came into existence, origin of Ramayana, is that, you see, you know, all the two birds in love on the tree, when they are like that, a hunter suddenly comes and kills the male bird. And the male bird got killed, and with blood oozing, falls down on the ground and falls dead. Then the female bird was crying and was in great sorrow, grief. And then the Rishi Valmiki was passing by. He looked at the shoka of the female bird. He also had samana shoka. Immediately he cursed that hunter. Ma nishada pratishtam tvamagamaha shaswati samaha et krauncha mithunadekam avadhihi kamamohitam. So when two birds in love are there, you have killed the male bird. Therefore, you will never have any kind of permanent kirti in you, and you will have to be always getting up to solve problems in the world to all people at all instances. That is your fate. That is a kind of curse, but it's an advantage. And symbolically, we think that that hunter was Vishnu, and Valmiki or any Maharshi given it. Vishnu, therefore, you observe he will not have any kind of peace of mind at all. As you know, the prayer, Shantakaram Bhujagasayanam. So, Akaram చూడడానికి మాత్రం విష్ణు శాంతంగా కనిపిస్తాడు. కానీ లోపల there is lot of differences and disturbances in his head because he has to maintain all people. So, Shanta Akara matram, he will be quite calm and pleasant for appearance. So that way, Vishnu, as you know, that he has taken so many avatars, and he is given for the sustenance, maintenance of all people. And fortunately, today I'm going to talk in this Trinity Datta Yoga Center. The Trinity is Trimurti, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheswaras. All the three people have come in the form of Dattatreya Guru. And therefore, you have got Sushti, Sthiti, and Laya. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheswaras. And he has got 6 hands. And he has got, so the very icon of Dattatreya is highly instructive to us, that one hand Kamandala and Danda and Kashenkha, Chakra and all those things. So in this particular Datta center, Adu Yoga center, Datta Yoga means it's highly philosophically upliftment and wisdom ridden one. So in this Datta Yoga center, and especially in the presence of that Ganapati Sachidananda Swamiji, who has been, I think, instrumental for this kind of thing here. And I was told recently he came here and did Pratishtha of some more Vigrahas together with the Anakha Sameta Dattatreya Guru. He's a Avadhuta Guru, and we have his blessings. Under his blessings, I think we are able to know something about Anjaneya Swami. You know, Anjaneya, as you all know, is an all-round personality. We just make a prayer to him as Anjananandanam Veeram, Janaki Shokanasanam, Kapisamakshahantaram, Vande Lanka Bhayankaram, Roshpadi Krutavarasim, Masaki Krutarakshasam, Ramayana Mahamala, Ratnam Vande Nilatmajam, Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam, Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtham, Vatatmajam Vanarayutha Mukhyam, Sri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami, Sri Ramadutam Dutasam Namasami Namami. On the hand, Rama, who is Rama, as we are all familiar, Sri Raghavam Dasarathatmajamaprameyam Sitapatim Raghukulan Vayaratnadipam Ajanubahum Aravindadalayatacham Ramam Nisachara Vinasagaram Namami Ramam Ravana Hantaram Namami. So this is how a large number of prayers are there for Rama, Hanuman, and all that. So then there, as we all know, that Ravana was there, highly problematic. He has got all varas or boons from Brahmadeva, and he was misusing, abusing, and to destroy the sages and all that, and dharma, etc. He was there. So Ravana Badha is called, is very severe. So, and that's why it's a himsa. Then all gods went to Vishnu, said that we cannot allow Ravana to continue in the world. He should be killed. He should be extinguished. Then Vishnu said, as you see in Balakanda, well, I will divide myself into 4 forms and be taken birth as 4 brothers and be born to Dasaratha and his wives. And you all gods, you become the monkeys, vanaras, and let all these, your wives and all that, become vanaris. And as Nara and Vanara, we can fight with Ravanasura and see that Ravana is done with. So that was the solution. which Vishnu gave. And accordingly, Vishnu divided himself into 4 brothers, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna, and the 4 brothers. That means there is no much difference. All the 4 are Vishnu Swarupas only. And now we have got the Vanara world. In the Vanara world, they are all gods only with all respective powers, but they are monkeys. And now the Ravana could be killed only a man and or man together in war would kill Ravanasura, because there is no other way that Ravana could be killed. So Va Nara. Va is R in Sanskrit, or alternately Nara. So monkeys are also just like men only, or men also like monkeys, but there is little difference. If a man is doing something different, then you say, Koti taraha adutunnave antaru. Koti taraha adutunnave, koti laga unnave antaru. కానీ కోతులు ఏమైనా ఉంటే మానవుల్లాగా ఉన్నామని కోతులు ఎప్పుడు కాంప్లిమెంట్ ఉండదు. బికాస్ కోతులే అండ్ అందులో కూడా మనకు విల్ కమ్ టు ఆంజనేయ స్వామి. అండ్ హీఈస్, యాజ్ వి ఆల్ నో దట్ అంజనాదేవి గర్భ సంభూత అంజనానందనం, అండ్ హీఈస్ అ వీరం, అండ్ Janaki Shokanashanam, and that's all the executive skill which Anjaneya used it. But he's Anjananandana, he is Vayuputra, and he has also, as a Bala Anjaneya, he has lot of achievements. And the most important thing is actually Anjaneya is called a Sundara. Sundara ante very beautiful. When he was born, a very handsome boy. But when he looked at the sun, he understood the sun is a mango, so beautiful, Koti. So he wanted to eat sun. And so he jumped up with all that. And there are 2 versions. When sun was afraid of Anjaneya approaching near him, so he gave a big slap to the cheeks of Anjaneya. Therefore, he became Hanuman. Hanu means the jaws, with a protruding jaw. Otherwise, he had not got the protruding jaw. He's not born like that, but he became Hanuman because of that. And there is also another version that Indra was afraid the sun will be eaten away by him. I think a disaster will happen. So he is either hit Anjaneya over the face, so he became Hanuman. Whatever it is, this is what we think why Hanuman name comes to him. So otherwise is Anjaneya, Maruti, Vayuputra, well, all these many names come to that. And then when he was hurt like that, then Surya Bhagavan was afraid that he has offended Anjana Devi. And so he just blessed her that your boy is going to be a wonderful, skilled manager, player, and a wonderful person. And a Medhavi, and with all abilities in all respects. So he's going to be a star. And then Surya Bhagavan also obliged that he can, Anjaneya went to Surya Bhagavan and asked him, I want education, I want to be a graduate myself. Then Surya Bhagavan said, my dear friend, I will be going with the top speed. Where is time for me to be stable? And I cannot be your guru. Please think of some other guru. Then Hanuman, Anjaneya said, doesn't matter. I will be coming because I am Vayuputra. I will be just before you. As you are moving, you teach me all. Therefore, Anjaneya's guru was Surya Bhagavan himself. So Surya, in our own literature, is a great Pandita. He's a great scholar, apart from so many other attributes to Surya Bhagavan. And now I don't talk about Surya, but let us now. So when Hanuman completed his graduation, then campus selection. So Suri Bhagavan said, my son Sugriva is there, he's the king of Vanar Raja. So he is not happy. You go and be a minister to him and serve him all through. So I have appointed you as a minister for Sugriva. And that was the campus selection for Anjaneya. So then that means graduation is over. Secondly, he also got job. Then he settled down as minister to Sugriva, and he was so much devoted and friendly to Sugriva that he had Sugriva Maharaja, Vanar Raja, had so much trust on him. And and Sugriva and Vali, they are the two brothers. And one day, so happened, a Rakshasa by name very powerful, very successful Rakshasa, they want to have a match to fight with. He went to so many people asking Samudra and other people. Ultimately, everybody suggested, Vali is a good match, you go and fight with Vali. Then he came, that Dundubi Rakshasa came and challenged Vali. And the fight between them was going very severe, and they were all moving too much. And ultimately, both of them entered into a cave. And this Sugriva also followed his brother, and he was waiting outside when the door was closed, that his brother Sugriva would come successful out. But even after 1 year, there was no room, that there was no scope or indication that anybody coming out from the guha or cave. But he saw blood coming out after some time. He saw blood coming out of the door from the cave. Then he thought, brother Vali is killed and Dundubi will come out, and was afraid. So he put a big stone, a door and stop, and the entrance was closed by Sugriva. And he came back to the land and informed that his brother died. And all people, Vanara said, you be a king. So that's how Sugriva got his kingship. And he became all in all Kishkindha Raja. But after some time, Vali killing Dundubi came back to city, and he saw his own brothers sitting on the throne. He became very angry upon Sugriva. He drove him out. And there was again, Vali has advantage that he will be always drawing the 50% of power of the opposite person. And so the other enemy will be always fighting with 50% only. Therefore, he loses. Then Sugriva was unable to stand there, so he came running, and he took shelter in the Rishimuka Parvatam. As you all know, because I'm not going to details, where that Rishimukha Maharshi has given a curse that he cannot go, that Vali cannot go to that mountain. So Sugriva thus got protected. He was safe in that. And in course of time, that they were all there on that mountain, happily living, and Sugriva and Vanaras and all that. And our Rama and Lakshmana were coming in there in search of Sita, because Rama lost his wife. Sita was abducted by Ravanasura. So both of them, in search of Sita, they were all coming. So Sugriva from distance saw that two powerful Rama Sugrivas coming with Dhanu, walking towards. He mistook, he thought that Vali has sent those two people to kill him. That was a doubt he felt. And because Vali cannot come in by himself, but there may be one sent by Vali. So he was afraid, and they will come. Then Anjaneya, always he's a solace maker, Shanti provider, and solution, problems solver, I should say. So ఎప్పుడు చూసినా ఎన్ని సమస్యలు వచ్చినా దాన్ని సాల్వ్ చేసే కెపాసిటీ, బుద్ధిమతాం వరిష్ఠ, as you know, he is called Varishtha among all Buddhivans. Buddhimatam Varishtha and Vatatmajaha. So he told Sugriva Maharaja, no, don't worry, I will go and find out who are they, why are they coming, what is the purpose, etc., etc. So he thought of going and finding out. So That is how the work of the Karya Nirvahakatvam, the executive duty of Anjaneya or Hanuman begins. So he just goes in the form of mendicant. సన్యాసి వేషం వేసుకొని రామలక్ష్మణుల దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి వాళ్ళతో చక్కగా మాట్లాడతాడు. He just spoke in such a beautiful language, sweet language, in a very polite manner. And the conversation, first of all, that is one of the important skills for any executive. If at all, if the executive want to continue in the position, he should be friendly with all his colleagues and also give convincing arguments or solutions and also work along with them. So these are all some of the executive characteristics or strategies. So the strategy of Hanuman begins from this. So he goes and talks to the Lakshmana Rama and talks about Sugriva and represents Sugriva's status and requests them to become friends with the Sugriva and try to help Sugriva. And in turn, Sugriva will help you. That's the kind of contract or understanding between Hanuman and Rama and Lakshmana. But there, Rama and Lakshmana were stunned with the kind of speech, with the way of convincing, with the vinayam, with the politeness, with the sweetness of talk, and with the limited economy of drive of the talk, and quite conforming to the grammar. So Rama tells her, Lakshmana, what is Hanuman's skill? Nan Rugveda Vinitasya na Yajurveda Bhashinaha Dharinaha na Samaveda Vidushaha Sekyamevam Prabhashitum. See, actually we think that when we study Vedas, that is our full education, complete education. The present education, degrees and all that is one introduced by Britishers. Before that, our great-great-grandfathers are all astrologers, musicians, Vedic scholars, and they're all great warriors, etc., depending upon that. Because as you see, Chaturvarnyam Maya Srishtam, Guna Karma Vibhagashaha, Krishna said in Gita, I created the Chaturvarnya, 4 divisions of the society, that depending upon the Guna and Karma, qualities and their kind of activity to which they are all skilled enough or they are capable of that. Guna Karma Vibhagasaha. And also Krishna said, Janma Karma Cha Me Vidhi. So every Janma has got a karma, some kind of specialization is there. And apart from what is the karma, yajna karma, then samsara karma, and dhyana karma, yoga karma, etc. So some karma are there we take up, because all cannot become gurus, all cannot become yogins, all cannot become all. But still everybody has got some kind of specialization that will be contributory for the social order, cosmic order, and world order. Therefore, here Rama Lakshmana said, Kritsnam Vyakaranam Proktam. He said the Vyakarana, while talking, his sentences and the language is so nice that it is conforming to the grammar. He has not made any grammar mistakes. Though he is a Vanara, but he did not make any grammatical mistakes in his speech. And he has learned Rigveda, because Rigveda gives you Vinitatvam, that is politeness in talk, power of tolerance. And Yajurveda Dharinaha. The Yajurveda, when you are a scholar of Yajurveda, the retention power and representation power, all that power comes to you owing to the study of Yajurveda. And Samaveda Vidushaha means if we have got knowledge of Samaveda, we are able to be a Vidwan. What is a Vidwan? A Vidwan is he who is able to detect the doshas in that doshagnav Vaidya Vidvamso. One of the definitions is a Vaidya and Vidwan, a doctor and a learned scholar, they will be able to find out the mistake or the reason why this has happened. So reasoning out capacity is there in Vidwans. So thereby, and this Hanuman seems to be very much convincing. Then he took Hanuman, the Rama and Lakshmana over their shoulders. After all, he's animal. See, we have all, the animals has the Vahanas. So right from then, Rama Lakshmanas get some vehicle. Anjaneya is a vehicle to begin with for them. Ultimately, Rama will get the chariot and Matali of Indra when he was to fight, final fight with the Ravanasura. That is a different matter. Others also. So then Sugriva was introduced by this, who is Rama and Lakshmana by Hanuman. But Hanuman, they wanted, first of all, they should become friends. So what did Anjaneya did? First thing, his skill is, he cannot trust anybody's witness, but only Agni Sakshi. So he just made fire ready and made this Sugriva and Rama and Lakshmana go around the fire and become friends, Agni Sakshi, taking Agni as that. Thereby, both of them have understood each other, they become thick friends. But before the Samana Shokau, Sugriva and Rama are having the Samana Shoka, that is, he lost the wife, he lost the kingdom, Rama lost his wife, Rama lost his kingdom, Sugriva lost his wife, Ruma and Tara. And then like that, there is a commonness between them. They became thick friends, to be like-minded, to be having the same problem. They became. And Hanuman, until then, Hanuman's role is very good to make both of them friends. Then, of course, you all know that Sugriva gives a number of tests to Rama, whether he is really capable enough to be a match with Vali, a powerful fellow, and kill him, because Sugriva wanted Vali to be killed because he's adharmic in a number of aspects. And in fact, Ravana is also afraid of Vali, Sugriva. Therefore, he wanted to test Rama, and all that arrangement was done by Hanuman. And Rama convinced Sugriva that he is really stronger, Balavan, Viryavan, and all that is Rama. And all right. So when all the testing is over for Rama, suddenly the Varsha Kalam, or the rainy season came. And so there was a holiday for 2 months, no activity. And when once the rainy season was coming to end, then Lakshmana became very angry. What is this? Sugriva became very comfortable. He got his wife, he got his land and all that. He forgot Ramakarya. And so he became angry, but later on, that I am not concerned here. And Tara comes forward. First, Tara comes forward and talks to Lakshmana. Lakshmana came with such an anger. But the moment Lakshmana looked at Sita, Tara coming out, he suddenly bent down his head because he never looked at any other woman except the Nupura of his sister-in-law, Sita. Nupure Tuvijanami. And when the Abharanas were shown to Lakshmana by monkeys there, said, I don't identify any Abharanam, but only this Nupuram, the anklet of Sita Devi, Nityam Padabhivandanat. How at all you know the anklet about Sita? Nityam Padabhivandanat. Because every day I used to do namaskara for the feet of my sister-in-law. She is my motherly like. So I know only that. That was Lakshmana's character. Therefore, here, the moment he saw Tara did, he just burned down and slowly reducing the anger by himself, he told Amma, so rainy season stopped. Your husband Sugriva has not started Ramakarya, he's forgotten Rama. Do something. From then, because of Tara, then Sugriva comes and then invites Lakshmana, and that is a different scene, and come to understanding that he will meet Rama and say that I have ordered so all the Vanaras to come here. They're all Vanarahira, heroes and to come and join here. We start searching. And one advantage with Sugriva was that he knows the entire geography and in all 4 directions. So he divided the Vanaras and made one of them as chief. And when he came to Anjaneya, Hanuman, he was given the Dakshina Dik, the southern direction, Angada, the Vali's son, and then Angada and Jambavan, Hanuman, and a band of monkeys. They all went in search of Sita. They are given that. And moreover, Sugriva is such a terrible king that everybody has to abide his orders and also on or before due date. So Sugriva came gave 2 months. Within 2 months, he should come with the news about the whereabouts of Sita. So that was the time, so on or before. Because Sugriva Agna is a proverbial one. Nobody can transgress that. And so all people should return with one or the other news to Sugriva before 2 months, so that they can start working. So this Anjaneya, we are only concerned more about Anjaneya's skills and cooperation, support, and listening to the words of the great people. I mean, our colleagues, Jambavan, Angada, and other Mainda, and all other colleagues who came with him. And that way he is able to be very much powerful and obedient and skilled enough in that. Skill means Karya Nirvahakatvam. Nenu English lo maatladutunte kastamayipotundi. Karya Nirvahakatvam ante how do you manage the work assigned to you? సామాన్యంగా ఏం చెప్తారు, నీ పని చేసి పెట్టండి, ఎలా చేస్తారో ఏమో నాకు తెలియదు అని చెప్పేసి ది సొల్యూషన్, ది మేకింగ్ వే ఈజ్ లెఫ్ట్ టు ది పర్సన్ టు హూమ్ యూ ఇంట్రెస్ట్. మీరు ఎలానా చేసేసి నాకు ఈ పని చేసి పెట్టాలండి అంటాం. ఎలా చేయాలి అని చెప్పకుండా ఉంటారు కూడా. ఇలా చేయండి అని చెప్పిన వాడు నచ్చకపోవచ్చు, నచ్చినా కూడా చేయలేకపోవచ్చు. దేర్ఫోర్ ది ways out and ways out and in and outs of that is left to the discretion of that individual who is made the manager of the proposals. మీరే మేనేజర్ అండి, మీరు ఎలా మేనేజ్ చేసుకోండి అన్నట్టుగా వదిలేసి వెళ్ళిపోతారు. ఈ కార్యనిర్వాహకత్వంలో చేయాలంటే హనుమాన్ ఈజ్ ఫస్ట్ బెస్ట్. బుద్ధిమతాం వరిష్ఠ. Buddhi is there. Actually, Indriyas, Manas, and Buddhi. These are the 3 trinities in all people we have got. The Indriyas, if Manas, and therefore, if Buddhi falls on the Manas, and Manas will control Indriyas, he will achieve the end. That's how Krishna in Bhagavad Gita always hampers or hammers the head of Arjuna or all of us, saying that my arpita mano buddhi. You try to put your buddhi and manas upon me, in my feet, and you work. I take responsibility. అదే ఇంకోటి ఏంటంటే ఆయన ఏమంటాడు, ఇంద్రియార్థేషు ప్రవర్తంతే. ది ఇంద్రియాస్ always look to fulfillment of their goals. Eye, ear, nose, the tongue, all these indriyas, panchendriyas, they want to fulfill their goals. So, but they never care the mind or buddhi. Therefore, you have to have the indriya nigra. That's why Anjaneya Swamiki em compliment jitendriyam antam. Tana indriyalnu tanu jayinchinaadu kabatti he is able to not to get succumbed to attractions. And when you are not getting succumbed to the attractions, definitely there will be success. So now, I mean, all of them go, but they find crisis. This Angada, Jambavan and all that. So when is the crisis? Where as they are all searching, and there was no way out. There was one big cave, and they thought that then they go into the cave, there will be beautiful trees and all that inside the cave, because those days. And Angada, they were all very much hungry. They wanted some fruits and something like that to eat. So Anjaneya, all of them entered into a cave. That was the cave of the where the great yogini, you must be all knowing, Swayam Prabha was there. Swayam Prabha is a yogini, but there was a big, wonderful mansion inside the cave built by, I think, Vishwakarma or some divine architect. And she was living there alone as a guardian, as a manager, as a protector of that beautiful palace-like one inside the cave, which has got great deal of gardens and flowers and fruits and so on and so forth. That was again a description you find in Sundarakand. Then it was very dark but bold because they're all dhiras. All dhiras are their monkeys. So they are very bold, intelligent. And so they just went inside the cave, but they got stuck up. Ultimately, Anjaneya was able to sight one bungalow inside the cave, and he saw the lady, Swayam Prabha by name, and they approached. And one more point we have to note from Anjaneya is he's a skilled, very much skilled in the conversation. He's a Sambhashana Chaturaha, Visharadaha. There are so many compliments, Madhura Bhashavan and Chatura Bhashavan. Like that, there are so many compliments describing the ability of a fine, convincing speech in him. That's one important thing for all bosses. Whoever wants to manage, he cannot be angry. He cannot be intolerant. He must be tolerant. He must be patient. He must be friendly. Then only he can remain longer loved by all the colleagues. That everybody knows it. So even Anjaneya or Angada and he's different. He's a Rajakumara, but Anjaneya as a minister, Brahmana, is always polite. So looking at that lady, they wanted to ask whether they can get something for eating. Then the Anjaneya goes and tells that we are all Rama Bantus and we are all in search of Sita. And I told the whole story in a very convincing manner. And Swayamprabha understood whatever way that Anjaneya spoke to Swayamprabha. And she is also very great. Oh, all you Vanaras, you are all hungry very much. You go and take food, that fruits and whatever you want, we have got. You just have your lunch well. Then come here and then tell me about Rama's story and your difficulties. And they all very well yet came to Swayamprabha back, and Anjaneya went on telling the Rama's difficulty and their search for Sita and all that he narrated to Swayamprabha very quickly, very brief. It is not like going on narrating. Even I should be very brief in about few minutes. I should conclude also. So I find that now should come executive skills talk, because everybody is time-bound program. Nobody will have more that. So even Anjaneya also very crisp, precise, limited, pointful talk. And Swayamprabha, all that. Then they wanted to, then Swayamprabha said, okay, this is Ramakarya. I will also put my flower to the feet of Rama and do it. So they said, you monkeys, close your eyes. It's a magic. So to make the magic work, one cannot open the eye. You know, magicians, they either ask you to close your eyes or they ask you to clap your hands. So as the audience clap the hands are all closed, suddenly the magic works, otherwise magic won't work. So like that, she also, Swayamprabha, asked all the Vanaras to close the eyes. All yoga teachers also say, close your eyes, observe your breath, and withdraw your thoughts. Then do pranayama. So this is the yoga teacher. Like that, even Swayamprabha also said, close your eyes. So all Vanaras closed the eyes, including Hanuman, Angada, and all that. Then they found on a seashore. So Swayamprabha made them to go to a seashore. And then the seashore, because she said, seashore is there, and they said, no, we don't know. We have come to the sea, I don't know anything. So they went on talking about Jatayu. So again, Anjaneya is important there. Hanuman, he spoke about Jatayu, is lucky, at least he died. And so he has done a lot of service to Rama. And he had also so much of Antyeshti being done by Rama. And they went on talking about Jatayu. But at distance, this tongue, this language, or regretting sorrowful talk of Anjaneya and all people was by Sampati bird. And Sampati bird heard, oh, what Jatayu you're mentioning? I had no news about him at all. So she had no, that bird had no wings because, the wings are burnt because of sun's heat, both of them, that's a separate matter. So then they said about Rama, Satyam and all that. Then Sampati said, yes, I know that Ravanasura is there. He has kept Sita as a captive in Lanka. You have to jump this ocean 100 yojanas and find out, and there Sita is there. Like that, Sampati did some service to Ramakarya. And so, when Sampati said, who will jump the ocean is again. So, who will jump the ocean? 100 yojanas. So that is again a problem. The crisis has been cropping up every now and then until Ramapattabhisheka takes place. So until Ramapattabhisheka takes place, Hanuman is the most active executive. He is the most active mentor. He is the solution maker, not only solution maker, but also a worker. He is the worker also. సుమ్నే ఊరికే ఇలా చేయండి చెప్పేసి వెళ్ళిపోతే కాదు. ల్యాబొరేటరీస్లో డెమాన్స్ట్రేటర్స్ వస్తారు, వాళ్ళు చెప్పేసి వెళ్తారు, వాళ్ళు వెళ్ళిన తర్వాత మన పనిచేయదు. వీ నో దట్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్. ఆ ఫిజికల్ బ్యాలెన్స్ అండ్ కెమికల్ బ్యాలెన్స్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్, మేము తూకం చేద్దామని వేస్తే అది రైజ్ అవ్వదు, రైజ్ అయినా పక్కన ఉంటుంది, మళ్ళీ డెమాన్స్ట్రేటర్లు ఇస్తుంటాం. ఇలాగంటే కాకుండా నాట్ ఓన్లీ హీ ఈజ్ అ సొల్యూషన్ ప్రొవైడర్ బట్ ఆల్సో వర్కర్ టుగెదర్. దట్స్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. Therefore, but when, who will jump the ocean 100 yojanas to go and come back? But Anjaneya was silently sitting on a rock. Our Hanuman, he did not come forward bidding his ability. He was simply silent. And everybody was talking, oh, I can jump only 25 yojanas, 50 yojanas, like that. Everybody was bidding. But somebody will say, I can jump to 70 yojanas, but I can't come back. No, if you jump 70, you should come back also. It's not so it's going to Lanka. But Lanka is 100 yojanas. Then nobody was ready to jump so much distance at a stretch. Then Jambavan is a senior citizen, 90 years old. So he found Anjaneya not bidding at all, not participating in the bidding. ఏంటి ఆంజనేయ అక్కడ కూర్చున్నాడని చెప్పి అంగద అండ్ ఆంజనేయ, both of them go to, Jambavan go to Anjaneya. What Hanuman, what Vayuputra, what? See, you are not all telling you are really capable person, you are a Vayuputra, and I'm a senior citizen, 90 years old. I can jump 80 yojanas and jump back. That is my ability now. When I was young like you, I used to jump hundreds of yojanas. But now I am a senior citizen. I am now 90 years old. So you are a young boy, you are Vayuputra, you are capable. Went on praising Hanuman. So actually, people work for you when you praise them. నీ చేత అవుతుంది, నువ్వు చెయ్యి అని ఎక్కువగా పొగుడుతూ ఉంటే, బంగారు కొండ రామ్మ వచ్చిందా, ఏం కావాలి నీకు, ఆ లోటా తెచ్చిమ్మంటే తెచ్చిస్తుంది. అక్కడి నుంచి లోటా తెచ్చిమ్మంటే, గ్లాస్ తెచ్చిమ్మంటే లోపల. Generally, you have to use praiseworthy words that you can get your work done. బంగారు, అందుకే సాయిబాబా బాబా ఏమంటారు, స్వామి ఎప్పుడు బంగారు అని పిలుస్తారు అందరినీ, బంగారు రా అంటారు. ఆ బంగారు అనగానే అందరూ బంగారు అయిపోతారు. సో ఆ రీతిగా ఈయన ఏమన్నారు, పొగడుతూ మొదలు పెడితే ఆంజనేయ స్వామి గెట్స్ అప్ అండ్ సెడ్, దెన్ హీ రిమెంబర్స్. యాక్చువల్లీ దెర్ ఇస్ అ boon for Anjaneya by Brahmadeva. Only when somebody comes and praises you, then your abilities and skills you will be able to discover. And that's what it is there. So when Jambavan came and praised that, then he said, yes, I will jump. So that's how Sundarakanda begins. And the first sloka I read for you, Tato Rahum. The first sloka is, Tato Ravana Nitayaha Sitayaha Satrakarshana Yeshapadaman Veshtum Charananam Pathi. And inkoti entante ayana charana dushkaram karma nishpratidvandvam samudrasya taranam. So Sundarakanda begins. Actually, the entire one full kanda of 68 sargas have been dedicated to Sundara. Sundaraha, your Sundarakanda and Sundaraha, Kabimukhyaha Syat. A chieftain among Kapis is called a Sundara. And Hanuman is a chieftain. He is a wonderful soldier. And he is a Yuddhavira. Therefore, Sundaraha. But the people say that Sundare, Sundaro Visishyate enter. Sita Sundari, Rama Sundaraha, Sugriva Sundara, everything is Sundaram. That's how we got Sundarakanda. In Sundarakanda, you observe the entire at one stretch journey of Hanuman. And when once he takes off into the sky, he is himself an aircraft. He doesn't depend upon aircraft like we. I am an aircraft. And Toka antenna. And Chetulu, Kallu, Allah, you have seen Anjaneya flying and Toka antenna perpendicular onto me. So he flies. You know that when he was trying to reach up the yojanas, 100 yojanas with great speed, unless that speed is there, one cannot float in the air. That's why, as you know, aeroplane will be always with 800, 900 miles per hour speed lo untundi. A high speed lo unte, it will be stable in the air, trying to resist all air pressure and all that. So I have given talk and lecture on the flight experience of Anjaneya. And what are the things, how do you manage to fly up again, land down, and also fight with Simhika, that Rakshasi, to kill one Rakshasarasa is there who stopped him, and he satisfied her with a polite speech, and the Parvata came up. Yes, I have been helped by the Sagar, the Raghu Mamsa Maharajas, Dasartha Maharaja and all that. So you be my guest for a day and take food, eat fruits on my mountain. No, that is the Jitendriyatvam. Your target is to reach Lanka as early as possible. And so you can see all obstacles he was able to manage wonderful, except one that Simhika, she opened her mouth so big. And Ranjaneya also is Ashtabhuti, Ashtavibhuti, Bhushitaha Anjaneya. Arima, Garima Chaiva, Mahima, Lakhima Tatha, Prapti Prakami Vishatvam Vasitvam Chashtabhutayaha. The Ashta Aishwarya Lentante, Yala Kawasaste Ala Maripoch. You can change as you like. You can be a very light in your weight, or you can be very heavy in your weight, or you can fly for anything that you can do. Ashtavibhutaya. So because Hanuman is Ashtavibhuti Bhushitaha, so he became so large, 30 feet this way, 40 feet that way. So he became aircraft by himself, and happily in this huge body, he has that kind of capacity, and moreover, he lands in Lanka in such a manner. When such a huge personality were to land, there would be a big sound, the landing sound will be there, as we are all saying. If landing sound is there, there will be a problem beginning up. So Nisi, in the night time, Hanuman landed in such a manner, not even an ant was able to listen to the sound. Such was the silent landing which Hanuman could do it. That is a skill for him. And in the night he landed there, and then he understood he cannot have a Lanka survey, town planning survey, he cannot do it. So until his tail was lit, he was able to do all havoc in Lanka during the night time only. So that's a great blessing in Hanuman. For that purpose, our Valmiki Maharshi says, Chandra, the moon was helping him very much. Bright moonlight. In the bright moonlight, he was able to do all that hay work so that he could get the any and everything of the town planning of that. Ultimately, he meets, he was waiting. And moreover, Hanuman also is like all of us also. He searched and searched, and but what he was doing. Look at here. What is the way? Vikshamanaha Margamanaha, Avekshamaanaha. These are the three important things for any researcher, for any executive. These three are the important clues. One is Vikshamanaha, means have a general survey. Bird's eye view, Vikshamana, you have to be watching all round. Then another one is, another one is Margamanaha. Margamanaha means trying to make a way by yourself for that. If you are in a forest, there is no tar road, there is no any way. You have to make your own way how to go. Therefore, that's what is called a marganam. That is trying to find out the marga. In Vishnu Sahasranama, you see Vaikunta Purushaha, in that Pranadaha, Margaha, Damodaraha. Vishnu himself is taken as the pathway. So that pathway means he is the solution giver. And then Avekshyamanah. So she went on doing all types of skills which any search mission will do. Search mission will be there in our computer. A search mission, like he was trying to find out ways and out to see that he will cover entire stretch of the Lanka, and ultimately he goes into bedchamber of Ravanasura, and in the night, and he finds large number of women, Strivanam Rakshasasya Tatu, and in different postures, and he was not at all disturbed, because there when he gets out of Ravana's chamber, he says, Manayeva Karanam Bandha Mokshayo, I am not a sinner. When I was searching, and Strishu Eva Drusyate, Sita will seen only among ladies only. Therefore, when I was looking for Sita, I was not having a diversion, but only in Sita Margamana. So that was my focus. Therefore, I am not a sinner. I am just having my own controls and no change in me. My mind was stable. So with that idea, I came out. Then he was very much worried. He wanted to die there, suicide. But he thought, I am the only one person who came here. If I were to return and say to Rama, Sugriva, they will die. And looking them dying, the sequence of series of deaths will take place. Therefore, as a Duta, as an envoy, I should not return without success. Manakanta abhyasame, Discourse pora vedukra ante podam చూడడం నేను కూడా చేస్తాను అట్లా దొరకలేదంటాం దొరకలేదు నో చెప్పడం ఈజీ అందరికీ చక్కగా వెతుకు అంటాం బట్ నో నేను చూశాను 3 సార్లు అంటాం కాకుండా then Sampati told, that was the memory in Anjaneya. Sampati told that Sita is in Lanka and he has seen Ravana abducting Sita in the air, and because he had no wings, got burnt, so he is dead. So Sampati will not say anybody untruth. So that was the only last straw on the camel's back, that he remained in Lanka, went on and on and on searching. That is the skill, not getting tired. Normally people get tired and all that. Just like Surya Bhagavan. Surya is his guru. Surya Bhagavan పుట్టినప్పుడు ఎలా ఉంటాడో క్రిమ్సన్ కలర్ లో ఉత్సాహంగా ఉంటాడు ఉదయంలో, ఈవెన్ అస్తమానంలో కూడా అట్లాగే ఉంటాడు. He never shows any sign of fatigue at all. ఏమాత్రము టైర్సమ్నెస్, ఫెటిగ్, కోపము ఏముండదు. అందుకే we always run to see sunrise in Kanyakumari and return to again ocean to see the sunset. అమెరికాలో ఏం చేస్తారండి, ఏదో కీ వెస్ట్ కీ వెస్ట్కి వెళ్ళి లలిత టుకస్ కీ వెస్ట్కి వెళ్ళి ఒక ఓషన్లో లేవడము, ఇంకో ఓషన్. దట్ మీన్స్ there is no difference howsoever in sun at the time of rise. That's exactly the Shishya of Surya Bhagavan. He is never tired anyway on any account, because he is always success-oriented soldier. And Yasova Mrutyurva అనేటువంటి అనే టెంపర్మెంట్లో ఉన్నటువంటి సోల్జర్ కాబట్టి ఆయన అందు వెళ్ళి then ultimately he finds in 30th, he finds Sita Devi. He just hid himself on a tree. Ravana coming, the dialogue between Ravana and Sita, that is important. And you should imagine any worker who is deputed for an important mission, he should not be anxious, he should not be hurry, he should not jump up. He should be highly discriminate, patient, examining, and then supervising, and then only try to appear. So Ravana, Sura talk, and then Sita talk, and all that is. But when he ascertained that it is Sita, Ramapatni, he never jumped towards her because she's a princess. How to talk with a princess, especially in great grief, also important conversation. You can't suddenly go and say as a Vanara. Then the lady will become irritated and afraid. She will cry. All Rakshasas will come. No time will be captured. So Hanuman has not to become captured by any Rakshasa or discovered by any Rakshasa, but do the maximum havoc. That is skill. Any executive, any officer must be in such a manner that he should see that all the work has been turned out completely successful, and then automatically things come up. And one more point you should know here is that Sita, Ravanasura gave 2 months time for Sita to decide to marry him. And Ravana threatened, saying that if you do not agree for me to marry me, I will send you to my kitchen for my breakfast. Prasanarthe tvam prayachami antadu. Morning breakfast పంపించేస్తాను అంటే రాక్షసులు కదా, సో నేను మార్నింగ్ బ్రేక్ఫాస్ట్ తినేస్తాను నిన్ను అంటాడు. అంతవరకు భయపెడతాడు ఆ సీతను. That is the maximum threat that Ravana could give to Sita. And that's why Sita was simply disturbed, too low, mood of the pain. But Hanuman, when he was about to leave, Sita told, I will remain live only 1 month. Before 1 month, Rama should come and kill Ravana and take me out. You imagine the manager point. Sita also is not an ordinary lady. She is also wonderfully skilled. Her dialogue, her management, her power of tolerance, her patience, her able to face the difficulties. That is Sita Katha. That's why that's a separate subject in Ramayana. So Sita, when she said 1 month time, and to make that princess, Rajakumari, in sorrow, to convince, immediately Anjaneya takes out the Ramamudra Ankitam Ungaram. A Ungaram tisiste appudu she lives, she accepts. So then he goes there. He just destroyed the Vanam. Why? Because without seeing the Ravana coming back, or without seeing Sita and consoling her going back, is no good envoy or no good person. So he has to meet Sita, convince about his coming, convince about all Rama. Then he should meet the Rakshasa Raja, Ravana, and give him the cautionary message of Sugriva as a representative. And he should also induce fear in Sugriva, Ravana, and see that from then onwards, the Lanka Dahana or Lanka Nasha idea begins. So Hanuman has instilled the seed of the fear in the mind of Ravana, and that is exactly what a good envoy or a manager should do it. If you don't do that, you will have all of it. In fact, Kumbhakarna brother came. Ravana wake him up and then said, Kumbhakarna brother, Rama with all Sainyam has come, and now there is a great danger. Like that, he went on telling Sita, I love her very much. I want Sita, however it is. Then Kumbhakarna told Ravana, for sake of Sita, he came, give her away, problem solved. That's how Kumbhakarna told Ravana. But Ravana became very much irritated. No, అది తప్ప ఏమన్నా చెప్పు అంటే సినిమా కూడా తీశాడు కదా. సో అదొక్కటి అడగక్క, సీతని ఇవ్వమని చెప్పి మాత్రం అడగద్దు, ఇంకా ఏమన్నా చెప్పు వింటారు అనే రీతిలో ఆ రావణాసుడు ఉన్నాడు కాబట్టి మూర్ఖుడు అన్నమాట. సో హనుమాన్ then suddenly he said, kill the Vanva. Then Vibhishana comes to rescue and sees that no Duta should be killed. So at least one time he heard the advice by his brother Vibhishana, and he just made that tale. And Lanka Dahanam takes place. Imagine. And at that time, Hanuman did not feel pride. I am great. Agni is only at the tip of my tail and I'm so cool to me. He did not, there is not an iota of pride in Hanuman at any instance. That is the greatness of Hanuman. So, another 3 minutes I'll take. So, he just surveyed the entire Lanka during daytime by burning the palaces of the respective Rakshasas, and ultimately he jumped back to Rama, and before jumping, he wanted to find, you burnt Lanka, what happened to Sita? That kind of buddhi will not be there. Our buddhi is always A, but not be Z. So Hanuman's buddhi is A and Z. So he wants to verify whether Sita is living or not. And Akashavani tells him that Sita is a wonder, Sita is not burnt, she is safe. But that word he had to verify, practical scientific fellow. Experimentation. That is a good Duta. He went again to Sita, spoke to her, got the Chudamani from her, and then he wanted to go back. And when she was going, when Hanuman was going, Sita was repeatedly telling, Hanuman, dukkha haro bhava, Hanuman, dukkha haro bhava. That's why we say, Anjaneyaya vidmahe, Sita dukkha haraya dhimahi, tanno Sri Rama bhattaha prachodayat. Is a beautiful Mula mantra. So Sita dukkha haraha, because constantly Sita was telling, Hanuman dukkha haro bhava, Hanuman dukkha, 5-6 times, cheppinde cheptu, you get irritated, is it not? Anjaneya did not get irritated. He was patiently answering Sita Devi, infusing more and more confidence in her that definitely Rama, Sugriva, all Vanaras will come. Amma, ekku alasan cheyanu. Ikkadi nunchi jump cheste Ramuni padalu poyenta varaku enta time padtundo, only that time you just allow me to, so that I can bring entire Vanaras up to you and kill Ravana and take you out. So don't worry. So Ramaniki, Sitaka Aswasana ichi, Batakamani cheppi, తాను మాత్రం మళ్ళా లంక సముద్ర లంఘనం చేసి రావణ దగ్గరకు వచ్చి he mobilized the entire army, so on. And 1 more minute is there for me, and I'll tell you most important thing. I'll tell you, and then 2 things I want to tell. One, ultimately Ravanasura came in search of Rama to fight in the war ground, and ultimately in middle Hanuman was met with by Ravanasura, and Ravanasura did not recognize Hanuman. And because all monkeys are same, how can we recognize? Say only the master can know it, but all monkeys are same almost. So Hanuman stopped Ravanasura and wanted to test whether he's fit enough to go to fight with Rama at that juncture. So what he did, oh Ravana, you want to go to Rama, and before that, let us have a fight, small sample fight. Then said, okay, what kind of fight we will have? I don't have. So fist fight, Musti Yuddham. Musti Yuddham chedam ani cheppesi, sare, who should inaugurate the Musti Yuddham? Then Anjaneya, Hanuman said, you are a Maharaja, so you inaugurate Musti Yuddham. So Ravana gave a big blow, and there was no change in Hanuman. He was standing only, all that big blow. And then Hanuman said, shall I give back? And he gave 1 blow to Ravanasura with such force, Ravana fell down unconscious on the ground. After some time, Ravanasura got up and said, congratulations for you. I never come across enemy like that. And you Slaghani Yose Merupuhu and Adutad. So he compliments Hanuman. Then Hanuman reply was really interesting. Dhing Mamabalena Yatwam Jivasi Ravana antadu. నేను ఎవడన్నా కొట్టితే వాడు చచ్చిపోతాడు కానీ లేచొచ్చి నాకు కాంప్లిమెంట్ ఇచ్చేవాడు కాదు. నువ్వు చావలేదు కాబట్టి నా బలాన్ని నేను తక్కువ చేసుకుంటాను. రాముడు ఉన్నాడు నాకంటే గొప్పవాడు, వాడి దగ్గర పంపిస్తాను, వాడే నీకు మ్యాచ్ అని చెప్పి హనుమంతుడు రాముడి దగ్గర పంపిస్తాడు. సో దట్ ఈస్ 1 fight. And ultimately, another point of Buddhimatam Varishtam, of course, Sanjeevani, Sanjeevani Bharta Paradam brought, and Rama Lakshmanas being protected, and all one. That episode, I don't know. There is always, that's why we talk about Sanjeevani Anjaneya, and he will be carrying the mountain and then make all the mountain, nobody need to go. As the mountain was coming with all the herbs, plants, all Vanaras got up. So need not administer the medicine. The Vayuputra, Vayu is there, Vayuputra is there. So he got healed up. That's the magic in Ramayana, religious. Next point is, all Vanaras are done. In the night, nobody is there. The Ravana did such a havoc on other Ravanas that no Vanara was alive. Almost everybody is injured and with all grief and pain and all that there. At that time, Jambavan and Hanuman, Angada, with the torchlight, they come searching for Hanuman in that entire Vanara, in that Ranga, in that Yuddharangam. Ultimately, Jambavan found, because Jambavan had such a trust on Hanuman. If Hanuman is living, then all Vanaras, everything will be living. So he went on, ultimately found Anjaneya groaning with pain and with injury and all that, falling down. Then he came, Anjaneya, you're a Vayuputra, you just go and bring that Mulika and see that all Vanaras are brought. Next morning, when sunrise comes up, again Ravana with all Rakshasas will come. You have law, we cannot lose the Ramakaryam and Sugriva Bhakti, Raja Bhakti and Ramakaryam, Ramapriti, you have to do Ramapriti. Anjaneya is no more connected to anybody, but he's only having a bhakti to Rashtra Bhakti, Sugriva, and Ramaprityartham. Exactly, in Ramaprityartham, Ramaniki Prityayalini. So he came like that, and there he told Hanuman. Hanuman immediately got up and brought that all Vanaras, all Vanaras brought back to life. So there are a number of instances where you are observing our Hanuman to be a best executionist, best in his skills. And so skills are employed that he will be successful and never a failure. So Hanuman is not a failure any time. Hanuman is successful. That's how there is a lot of things to be derived from the character of Hanuman. And that's why our Ganapati Sachidananda Swamiji is fond of qualifying Hanuman as Karya Siddhi Anjaneya. So wherever he goes, he is fond of building temples for Karya Siddhi Anjaneya Swami. So I had 10 years back an unique occasion in Atlanta in the global temple heritage banner also. I spoke upon Karya Siddhi Anjaneya Swami. Even today it is there, my YouTube in the Google. If you just type that Karya Siddhi Anjaneya Atlanta speech by Prabhakar, that YouTube is there for 1 hour and more. I was there, Dr. Sita Ramalakshmi, my wife, she was also there. Both of us are on. So we had unique, and from Anjaneya Swami temple in Atlanta, the Purohit came and he also gave me the prasadam and memento from Anjaneya and all that. So the Karya Siddhi aspect of Anjaneya, the executive skills and power and management and etc., stress management and all that. And in spite of lot of stress, Anjaneya was never dull, fatigued. He was ready to work at any instance, in spite of anything. So thereby, what Rama can do for Anjaneya for such an amount of help, he just gave a hug. Therefore, Ramanjaneyam, Devasthanas are there. So Rama gave such a big, that's Vishnu and Anjaneya become one. Who is Anjaneya? Anjaneya is Shiva Avataram. Vishnu Amsa, Shiva Amsa. Shiva Amsa and Vishnu Amsa. So Vishnu and Shiva are both came together to kill Ravanasura, to kill Hiranyakasipu, to kill Banasura, because there is that kind of combined force and productivity working to bring peace and prosperity in the land. Therefore, this is not completely done now. So I think I have to stop now, because Anjaneya, if you remember Hanuman, There are a number of Gayatri mantras for him. Anjaneyaya vidmahe Ramabhaktaya dhimahi tanno maruti prachodayat is one. And again, Vayuputraya vidmahe Sita Dukkaharaya dhimahi tanno Ramabhaktaha prachodayat. We can have tens of Gayatri mantram to praise Anjaneya because he's a live God, he's a Chiranjeevi. He's also there sitting on the chair because we are talking of Rama, we are talking about him because he loves to be talked about him. Whenever we praise him, he says, I want more time. That's how people like. Stutya vai vardhante devaha. All gods get enhanced of their power, abilities and skills by virtue of the praise that people. That's why we make a lot of stotras, Dattatreya Stotram and Guru Stotram, Visu, Guru Katha, and more all. And why we are doing? Just to keep them live, active, energetic, blessing, and graceful. Thank you very much. Om Swasti Sahana Avato Sahana Upunakto Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Avadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavai. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Sarvam Sri Krishna Arpanamastu Sarvam Sri Veda Purusha Asirvadostu Sarvam Sri Ramachandra Padaravinda Arpanamastu Om Tatsatu. So Ganapati Sachidananda Swamiji and Vallabha Swami and Dattatreya వాళ్ళ గురించి ఎక్కువగా మాట్లాడుకోవచ్చు. ఒక్క దత్తాత్రేయుడు చాలు మనకు. Because he represents three murtis, and so it is a trinity, Vedic trinity and Puranic trinity. Puranic trinity ఎవరంటే త్రిమూర్తులు అంటే బ్రహ్మ విష్ణు మహేశ్వరం. వేదిక్ త్రిమూర్తులు ఎవరు అంటే అగ్ని వాయు సూర్య. సో అగ్ని వాయు సూర్య బ్రహ్మ విష్ణు మహేశ్వర. ఐఎమ్ సో లక్కీ టుడే that I am able to be here with you and speak something about our Hanuman. Actually, I started reading Ramayana in 1962, September 23rd, because my guru said, you, Madam Subramanya Shastri, read a sloka a day. Every day you read. So I have been reading Ramayana every day, and I have completed more than 24 times, 30 and all that. So Adhar Ramanugraham, Anjaneyanugraham, that I am here. Thank you very much, Mr. Praveen, brother Calyam, and all of you, that I am given opportunity to speak about Hanuman here. Some other time I'll take occasion to talk on this Dattatreya Guru. He is all in all, and I have not touched him. Namaskaram. Thank you. Sri Ram. Thank you, sir, very much. Sal Hanumat Anugraham. I had the Anugraham of Vallabha. This is the one which I had the Anugraham of Tibuchandam. Sorry, this is the Anugraha of Dattatreya, and there's a lot of people in Karnataka and all that. So one of the persons have honored me with this, and typically it is with me now here. I brought it here, and you can see that. You can prepare one like this also to all people here. This is a model. Okay, thank you very much. And yellow is the sign of Guru. Dakshinamurti is yellow, but this color. Okay, Amma, thank you very much.